I think you said something about how do you want to be remembered? And you said, I want to be remembered as
the greatest of all time.
Well, that shit ain't ever gonna happen. Hello, lovely people. As I'm sure most of you have seen already, Pip here went on this interview and once again decided to spew forth his usual garbage. I was fine to leave it alone, but then I went through the comments, and what I saw filled me with such rage that I decided, in the spirit of this channel of course, it was only right that I respond to not only the comments, but Scottie's comments as well. Let's begin with Scottie's comments.
you saying, I want to be remembered as the greatest of all time. How much of that was really what you believed in? How much of that was you trying to sell a book? And how much of that was somebody behind closed doors flattering you, saying you didn't get enough credit for what you did during the Chicago's run?
Look at his face. He's thinking, ain't no way this boy just said that shit straight to my face. That's crazy.
Without you. Come on, Scottie. This, and Michael said it himself, but from your standpoint.
No, that's the reason why I say stuff like that is because when you play the game the way that I played it, you play on both ends.
As opposed to the way who played, huh, Pip? 9-time first team all defense, 3 times league leader in steals, and 3rd all-time steals leader in all of history. And oh, let's not forget the 1987 to 1988 Defensive Player of the Year that averaged 3.2 steals and 1.6 blocks as a shooting guard. That person, is that who you're trying to say didn't play the way you played? Or what's going on here, huh, Pip? In your entire career, playing the game of basketball, playing the game the quote-unquote right way, your ass never averaged 1.6 blocks. The closest you got was what, 1.2, 1.1 as a forward. Now, I am well aware that there are certain nuances in a basketball game that do not directly translate from the stats. But to act as if, to even suggest that Michael Jeffrey Jordan, one of the greatest, most efficient scorers of all time, who not only matches you in terms of defensive accolades, but somehow played the game the quote-unquote wrong way while doing it. Explain that to me, Pip. Let's play this game in terms of percentage, shall we? Even if, and I'm not saying this is the case, but even if Michael Jordan was only half the defender you were, Scottie, which is nowhere near close to being true, by the way, but humor me. The man was dropping 30 every night for damn near a decade. In what world are you worth even comparable in terms of overall production? In what world? Who's making this argument aside from you, Pip? Who?
I don't have the MVPs, but guess what? Somebody that was with me got it.
What the f does that mean?
Scottie Pippen.
What's the credentials to be that guy?
To be the greatest of all time?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great conversation. I'm curious to know what you say. I'm a fan. I'll give you my opinion, but I want to hear from you.
I don't think it exists in team sports. I don't think it exists in team sports.
Then why the fuck did you say you wanted to be remembered as the GOAT? Man, this man's inability to utter a single consistent phrase in succession with another one is unmatched.
A standpoint, owner, and I want to find an all-around player to be my number one. You think the average owner is going to pick you or LeBron?
I don't know.
Got it. Okay. So that...
You want individual accolades or you want championships? Because I didn't chase mine.
Yeah, fella, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Yes, Pip, you got your 6 rings on a team with the greatest player of all time and the greatest rebounder of all time. I'm not one of those people that pretends as if LeBron never had help and he was without a doubt a ring chaser, but there's levels to this shit, man. LeBron James and Michael Jordan were more than capable of being you, Scottie. In fact, Jordan proved it multiple times. And LeBron played defense that one year he decided he wanted Defensive Player of the Year, and he got robbed. You, on the other hand, were simply never capable of being that guy. The one year you got the chance to be that guy, you couldn't hack it. I don't want to hear about no damn Hubert Davis foul call. Was Hubert Davis causing you to go 7 for 9 in game 1? Or did he cause you to go 5 for 15 in game 2? Both of which you lost, by the way. What about game 6? How do you think Scottie reacted right after they were supposedly robbed in game 5? Did he lock in and go demon mode? Nah, he shot 5 for 16 from the field. Oh, rough night, but they still won. So now is the time. Game 7. Season on the line, Scottie. You got this. Prove you're the man. Show him MJ ain't shit without you. What did he do? He went 8 for 22. 36% from the field. That's crazy. Just to be clear, this is the same percentage and number that Michael had when he came off the couch to return to the Bulls in Game 1 against the Magic. But what do you think Pip had in that game? Just take a wild guess. Did you say 7 points going 2 for 11? Because if you did, I'm going to have to start calling you Mystic Mac.
You can call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things.
Why am I saying all this? Because guys like LeBron, Michael, Kobe, Shaq, Magic, Kareem, the all-time greats, they all had an affinity, for the most part, of rising to the occasion. They were leaders who more often than not were able to take charge in a rough situation and overcome the odds. They would get all the blame and all the praise if things went good or bad. Scottie Pippen is a glorified role player who signed a bad contract and was jealous of his teammate. For those of you getting ready to tell me how nice Scottie was, remember this, the same dude that had an entire tour talking shit about the only reason he's even relevant. Let's go over some of the comments on the video. I'll only do a few of them because if I read more of this, I'm just going to lose my mind. Let's start with this one. Jordan had always given Scottie his credit. Hell, his Hall of Fame speech opened up with him acknowledging he couldn't have done it without Pip. The media and ignorant people is what stirs shit up when Pip was going through tough times personally, and the disrespect he received is what led to... Anyway, yeah, and Pip ran around the country telling anyone that would listen how selfish and terrible Michael was. What a great teammate, huh? So Michael did all that for him, and all he could do for Michael is, oh yeah, Michael was never the greatest player. If he was the greatest player, I would probably be the greatest player too, because I averaged 16 points in my career. I didn't learn anything about Scottie in this interview. Everything is all about Michael, shake my head. Yeah, because there's nothing remotely interesting about Scottie outside of Michael. The man made a living off of shitting on Michael. He made their relationship a drama to ask questions about. Jordan didn't say shit, so what the fuck did you expect to happen? This is the reason Scottie did not like the Last Dance documentary. Yes, I know he wrote document, but let's cut the guy some slack. He is just tired of the Jordan questions. He don't deserve a Scottie Pippen. Or we don't deserve a Scottie Pippen. That is absolutely fucking crazy. I'm not even reading any more of this. Is this guy stupid? It's literally impossible to break down Scottie's career without MJ. I mean, what would you say? You want to talk about how he had zero success in the Rockets and Portland? Like, what the fuck would you ask Scottie Pippen not related to the Bulls and Michael? This ain't like D-Wade and Braun, where D-Wade was that dude and won a chip on his own. Okay, we'll do one more, okay? Kids in sports should listen to this. Love Scottie's take on team sports. Yeah, kids, play a sport, and then when someone is clearly better than you, shit on him at any time you get the opportunity and downplay his greatness. Stir up controversy between you and him that no one knew existed. Go on a fucking tour shitting on him. Then after you've squeezed all the juice you can out of that, act like you're the victim, like you're oh so tired of the Michael Jordan questions. I would have more sympathy for Scottie Pippen if he didn't bring this upon himself. He made this a thing. People ask Michael about Scottie all the time. What do you think he says?
Michael, it seemed to be a special moment between you and Scottie when they gave you the MVP award. Can you describe what you were thinking and what your emotions were then?
When I was here before I retired, I always shadowed Scottie a lot. And he didn't get the recognition that he truly deserved. You know what I mean? And he's matured since I've been around. And when I stepped away, he matured even more because he understood what I was sheltering him from. The pressure and the press and the expectations that he had to deal with being a star. And when I'm back, he shouldn't get any less of an attention than if I was gone. And when I won the MVP, and I would hold true to my word, I would take the trophy. He can have the car. I'm going to make sure he gets the car, because he's like a little brother to me.
Now contrast that with what Scottie says about Michael.
People, then things just, it really was the breakup of our game, to be honest. One selfish guy on the team, another selfish guy coaching the team. It was time for a divorce.
Do you ever feel like you guys will ever, try to rekindle something?
I don't. No. Stacey, you've been around Michael. Their egos are huge, and I don't bow down to people like that.
I just wanted to take this time for those of you that made it to the end to thank you for watching this video. I honestly never expected that, the first video would blow up the way it did and I would get all those likes and comments and subscribers. As I said in the video, I literally only made it because someone said something dumb and I wanted to, kind of do it in a way that proves a point. Like if you say something dumb and someone makes a whole video about it, it proves a point, which is what I was going for. But apparently people really enjoyed it. So then I made the second one and people really enjoyed that and they were saying keep going. So I really want to keep going. I'm not sure how consistent I'll be just because, I got a life. But, I just want to say thank you for those of you that liked, subscribed, commented. I see it, obviously, because I reply. I like it. Thank you so much for everything. I'll keep trying, and hopefully we can go to the moon. Goodbye.